We live in two worlds. One is a world where indigenous arts are being appreciated, and the other world is the opposite, wherein indigenous art faces the threat of globalization and modernization.
Nowadays, we can see that our world has been more modernized, and we can also see that our culture has been forgotten. And the new generation didn't know what culture and traditions they have because they are exposed to what is happening in the present. They didn't realize that knowing what culture and traditions you have is also important.
Why do we need to preserve and promote indigenous art?
We need to preserve and promote indigenous art in order to understand our cultural values, beliefs, and identity.
How and what can you do to preserve indigenous art against the threat of globalization and modernization?
As a part of youth in the 21st century, we can attest that there's a lot of instances when globalization and modernization are a threat to our indigenous art. However, we can also see their helpful factors. For instance, social media is a highway of information, and it is educational in a way that we can disseminate indigenous art in an engaging way, so much so that the youth and even individuals from all over the globe can appreciate it.
When it comes to art practices, we can help in a sense that we will go to some organization where they are teaching on how to make this kind of inventive or indigenous art. We plan to attend a seminar on how to weave, make a casque hat, or any indigenous kind of art.
When it comes to pre-existing indigenous artworks, such as paintings, clothes, or sculptures, then conservation is the answer. Having indigenous art in museums, exhibitions, or fairs is the best way to preserve and for people to see. Rotating valuable indigenous artworks between museums or responsible collectors can be a way to be preserved.
But how can we promote it?
People nowadays tend to hold their phones more than arts and crafts, so preserving and promoting will be easier with the use of technology. As a student, we can help preserve and promote indigenous arts by simply creating an infographics about various Gamaba awardees and their crafts. Share it with the others or post it on their social media accounts. Another way is we can create an organization or coordinate with some schools that are willing and want their students to learn.
YouTube is a further resource for promoting indigenous art. We may promote indigenous art on YouTube since, as we all know, younger people these days prefer viewing on YouTube to television. By promoting indigenous art on YouTube, it will not only be seen by Filipinos, but also by people of other nationalities, or, if I may say, by people all over the world. This will increase public awareness of our art and provide us with more opportunities to promote it.
Now, in the present time, we are the new generation now who should know how we can help other people or some artists to preserve and to promote their indigenous art. We should also remember that one's culture and tradition have not been forgotten, because it is important and we must share this or inform the new coming generation that culture and traditions we have.